So it's Chickens to the Rescue. Now you told me there was a hidden picture in here, and I'm looking for, what is the hidden picture?
I like to hide something in a lot of the books that I do that gives the kid a reason to go back and look again. And in each scene, I think there's 18 chickens, and I counted because I knew if I was left out one and put an extra one, I'd hear from it. You know,
yes,
I'd get emails or letters. But in one, there's a sort of a broody hen who's always asleep, and there's an egg either under her or right behind her.
Well, we were looking for, and if I remember correctly, in the last picture, you have the egg hatched.
Yes.
And my kids noticed that. So, you know, I didn't notice it because I was reading it like this, and I didn't notice it when I read it through, honestly. But I liked that they noticed it, and because they're really looking at these things. And so what you're doing through the books are noticed. Your pictures are delightful. The expressions are wonderful. These would be good for teachers to do character studies on the chickens, and because of all the different things that they do and their actions. And one thing we were talking about is how to show movement. So this was really, really, really cute. And I just really enjoyed this particular book. But I also noticed at the end, okay, everything's chicken to the rescue, and then they're sleeping. But you've set it up as a sequel. I did. We writers like sequels. It's job security. Job security. And I brought in, this is Pigs to the Rescue is coming out late summer. And my editor just emailed me, this is the cover for Pigs to the Rescue. Oh, wow. Obviously reduced, but... Oh, how cute. So that's next. So how now there's a pig, because you have four or five pigs in this last picture. Yeah, I added a few more, and there's a little baby pig in each picture. Oh, there's 4 pigs, but there's 5 pigs here. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. But with every... and now the difference is these stories have to stand on their own. Even sequels, they should be able to stand on their own. So yes. I wanted it to be a little different, and this time when the pigs come to the rescue, they make the problem even worse. So eventually, when something happens, they don't even want the pigs to find out. So. Oh, that's very clever. Is there a book after Pigs? Yes. What's the next one? If I tell you, it's going to give away the ending of Pigs to the Rescue. Now, Scott just talked to me in my ear, and this is what he said. Lambs to the rescue? Is he right? No, Scott, you want to guess again? Because he said you're wrong. The farm animals will come to the rescue again. The farm animals? To give these pigs and chickens a rest. Pigs and chickens. This was just adorable. Absolutely. Now, you wrote, you have a poster for this other book that we're going to be talking about, Totally Didn't Know. And basically the cover. Basically the cover. Yeah. And what I noticed about this book is, geez, I hope I did this. I made a note for myself to do this, and I hope I did, and I didn't. I don't think I did. On this book, what is this book about? It's about a turtle who does things to help the other animals, and it does things that turtles can't do because he doesn't know he can't do them. Yes. And I like that. If that makes any sense at all. It does. It really does. It fits in there with the genre of The Little Engine That Could. Oh. You know, I think I can. And the motivation, the inspirational. And we'll talk about a couple of those, but I wanted to make sure I had time because, and I thought I planned on making one. I was going to surprise you, but at the end of the book, he has, there's some, let's see if I can get the glare off this. There's some work that you can either copy or download from the website for this book, and which makes it very, very effective for parents, grandparents activities on a rainy day, teachers. It's very good. It makes it easy to have a follow-up and enrichment activity. But one reason why I particularly like this book is that I made a note here that you always can go beyond your own limits, what we were just talking about before. And then I really liked this particular picture. This was so sweet when he needed help in getting turned over, or he's scared of everybody. But this was an absolutely adorable book. Another point of this book that I liked was that you gave some scientific background information for anybody who was interested in knowing more about it.
Yeah, Sylvan Dell does that with their books.
Oh, is that
they're
right?
a pretty new publisher, and that's their signature. So,
very, very, very good. Now, the last book that I have here to talk about is Frog in a Bog.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me a little bit about this book.
This, actually, there's Frog in the Bog and there's a Mouse in the Meadow. They're two books where the habitat is the main character, and I wanted to be able to explore different habitats and through the creatures that live in a habitat. And it's a very circular, cyclical kind of a story. Starts with the frog trying to catch the mosquito. Mosquito sets off another thing, and then it's like a chain of events leading back to the frog again, or Mouse in the Meadow leading back to the mouse again.
Well, what I liked about this book from a teacher's point of view is that, first of all, and parents would be able to do it, is two mosquitoes flew away, and trying to identify it for young children. I also noticed this particular plant, and I was wondering if you had information at the back, and you did. Now, I've never heard of a horned bladderwort. Does that grow in Connecticut?
Oh yeah, pretty much everything I painted in that book was from a bog about 3 minutes away from my house. And horned bladderwort is it's in the family. There are different kinds of bladderworts. Most of them are aquatic plants that eat insects, aquatic insects, and it has these little bladders in it that open up and suck them in, and they digest the insect. These are more of a terrestrial form of that plant.
Now that's interesting, because I know from what's that? It's escaping me. The
Venus flytrap?
Yes, the Venus flytrap. That's the only one I really knew about. And in the back, you give a lot of information about the animals, well, even that. And I love learning new stuff. I think many new things. I think many people forget that adults learn a tremendous amount from children's books. And this also allows a parent. I Googled bog on the computer, and there are a lot of bogs around this area that parents, because I had asked you about that when I met with you, and parents can do that exact same thing, and go and actually look and observe. So this is an absolutely wonderful book.
Well, it's also, you've had Kate Kudlinski on here, and she says all the time, it's great advice. If you want to learn about something, write a book about it. And I end up learning, myself when I'm doing these things, when I'm doing the research.
Yes.
So much.
Yes, I agree. Now, we're just about out of time, and I want to thank you so much. We didn't even touch your 60 books, but absolutely phenomenal what you do. I'm very impressed with the walks that you give. You might see me on a walk, and just don't mention how ignorant I am about everything, because I know nothing. And it's very, very impressive what you do for children and how you show your work to everybody. If you're more interested in more information about Jan, you can contact me on my website at wiseworkshops.com, or you can email me at jmdteach@comcast.net, or you can just Google him, and he has his own website, at jhimmel@comcast.net, and I highly recommend that you look for him around. He's in the paper giving walks at this place and that place, and it would be highly informational and a lot of fun for your kids.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. I truly appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.